Hey everybody, today I have a 2014 Mazda CX9 all-wheel drive 3.7 liter V6 that needs a set of plugs. So 3 of the plugs are up underneath this cover and the other 3 are back there. So you take the oil cap off and you pop this cover off, and after you pop this cover off you can see that the front 3 plugs are right here. You disconnect this line here by taking this little tab and pushing it over, and then you can disconnect the electrical connections and get the coils out of the way to change the plugs. This side's easy. The back side, the intake manifold, is going to have to come off because you can see right where my hand is, which you really can't see. Let me get a flashlight. Right there, that's in the center of the screen, that's the top of one of the back coils. So we're going to have to take the intake manifold off. So we'll start by taking the air cleaner assembly out and see what we have to get get it out. Once I get the air cleaner assembly out, I'll come back and see what's going on. So I started taking the air cleaner off, disconnected the mass airflow sensor, took the 2 clips off, got the air cleaner loose. I have to still pop that clip out there. But then I came over here to try to get the rubber boot off the throttle body. And if you look right there, center of the screen, there's a 10mm bolt clamp that holds the thing on. You can obviously tell that they installed this with the motor out of the car because it should be over where it's easy to get to. So now I'm gonna have to fight in between the master cylinder reservoir and the firewall and everything to get that 10mm bolt loose. How stupid is that? Now that I got the air cleaner housing apart, this clamp that was hard to get to is indexed here and also underneath here. So I was going to relocate the clamp farther down to make it easier to get to, but they don't want you to. So that's a fail right there if you ask me, because that is not easy to get to. So now that we have that out, we're just going to continue to unbolt stuff. We're going to disconnect this vacuum line here. This is some emission control. This is probably the Purge solenoid assembly. I might go ahead and just unbolt that and flip that out of my way. And then we have a wire harness here we have to pull up out of the hole. There's a hole there. See, so there's a hole here, Pull this wire harness out, take the bolts out here, and if I'm not mistaken, now the smart thing is they actually have the rear support for the manifold right there. So I had to take that bolt out. So hopefully I take that bolt out, these bolts out, this wire harness, that wire harness, this vacuum line, and hopefully this manifold will come right off really easy, I hope. So let me continue working and I'll come back. So on this Purge control solenoid, there's 3 10mm nuts up here, and then this comes off. And then you have this vacuum line here that plugs into here. You have to pull the red clip back to get it to release, and then it pulls off. So I just have that flipped out of the way. Then back here, I got the one bolt that I already showed you, so that's out. Then you have one vacuum line here. I have that out. So I have this out. I have this unplugged up. There is another one here I have to take out, and then I have the bolts here. So let me get that one out and these out. Let's see if the intake comes off. Oh, and I forgot one more important thing. I'm going to take and get the air blower, and I'm going to blow this out. Let me get the phone. I'll come back. All right, well, I got the rest of the bolts out of here. I got the bolt down here out. I got the bolt up there out. I got this wire harness loose.
And it's all in part of master cylinder, right?
It's the whole thing.
That's the parts there right now. Before you deliver, you want to make sure.
Yeah, it's the whole
But
thing.
it's not there at the dealership. It's there. Supply this.
Hey, we don't have it.
What number is 35?
So the only thing left is the the brake booster line. Take the brake booster lines and this will come out. And now you can see there are the coils back there. 8mm, the wires. Get back in here, change the plugs. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this and get this out of the way. Change the gasket. I'm going to shove some rags in here. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect, just get it out of my way, and put some rags down the intake so I don't get any dirt in there. So this is a pretty quick one. It's not that hard. Basic hand tools, you should be able to get this one apart. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. I'm not going to show you put the plugs in. The plugs are pretty straightforward. Like I said, you pull the coils out, you put the plugs in, you put everything, and you put everything back together. So I'm going to close this one out here. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I really appreciate everybody watching the videos and give me a thumbs up.